Today's the 20th of January 2025, and I want to say to people out there that even if there's nobody listening to you, even if you think there's no one listening to what you have to say, or you feel like you're just alone on this journey, that is not 100% true. There's always going to be one person, 5 people, 10 people eventually watching your videos. And even if they're not watching right now, I'm making this video and there's a good possibility that no one will watch it, or maybe 2 people will watch it, or maybe 10 people will watch it. But regardless of that, you know what, I'm still gonna make it, and I'm still gonna record it, and I'm still gonna post it, because it's all about slow improvements and slowly getting where you want to be. And even it's about other things, that it's whatever you want it to be about. And for me, it's potentially helping somebody in the future, giving a few people inspiration to do something. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It doesn't have to be for your job. It can be a goal, an aspiration that you have to do in your life. And ultimately, some people just need some words of encouragement, to continue what they're doing. I'm not a professional. I'm not a good speaker. I'm not good at talking, at least right now. But the point of doing this is to improve on these skills, to get better, to show my own progression and my own development, and potentially motivate somebody else to go and do something that they want to do. Everybody's got something that they wish they could be doing right now, that they want to be doing with their life. And I would really like to be able to help people to pursue those passions, because life is too short. It felt like yesterday I was 5 years old, but now I'm 22. I turned 22 14 days ago. And the reality slowly hits you more and more as you get older and older. I know if someone's older listening, 25, 30, 40, 50, you'll know exactly what I mean by, you'll know better than me even, how suddenly you just appear and you're this age. Right now I'm 22, and I might blink and it might be 33, with 3 children and a house in a different location, maybe even a different country. And if we just sit there and let our life just slowly slip away without going for these things, there's plenty of things I wish I'd done when I was younger. I wish I would become a football star. I wish I was playing football from a young age consistently and able to make it into, a high-level league. But I don't even play football. I played football for a couple years in high school. That's about it. I never really took it that seriously. I never trained. It was a dream as a kid, which just never came. And I'm sure people had many dreams. I also wanted to be a pilot when I was in primary school. Interests change. And as a kid, you don't have the motivation to push yourself to the next level. And that's okay. I don't want to sound like a person who's just crying about it. Like, oh no, I wasn't able to do this, I wasn't able to do that. At the end of the day, I'm fine with that, because those were dreams I had when I was younger. My goals changed now. My goals have changed. I want to have a good life, and I don't want to kill myself for the next multiple decades just to provide a living. I work as an electrician, and I'm not trying to say it's a terrible job or it's going to kill you over the course of your life, but it's just something personally that I don't want to be doing for the rest of my life. And I want to preserve my health. I want to be fit and healthy. I like to say I said I'm 22. I know somebody watching, probably they might think I'm 18. They might think I'm 19. They might think I'm 27. If they're a younger person, they might think I look even older. But the point is, that's what I want to do. And you have to think to yourself, what do you want to do? If you're listening, maybe you can comment down below, what do you want to do? Just write it down, what you want to do. Maybe write a few things on what you'll what you're going to do to achieve this goal. And maybe I'll respond to it by saying what I think you should do or what I think you could do to achieve your goal. And I know you're probably thinking, like, what does this 22-year-old guy who's not a millionaire have an opinion on something like that? But we all come from different backgrounds. You know, we all have different perspectives on how things need to be achieved. And I'm willing to give my input on anything, you know, even do research to look it up, what it's about, you know. And it's just the point. That's my whole point of all of this, what I'm ranting about, is that you need to stop worrying about what people are saying. You know, people are going to say negative things, you know. People are not going to support you in everything that you do. But ultimately, I think the hardest thing to overcome, I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but for me, it's my inner mind that often tells me, well, how are you going to make it in all of these things that you want to achieve? How are you going to execute that? But ultimately, you have to stop listening to that voice and almost rewire it and change its opinion. And the way you do that is by doing the things that you don't want to do and doing the things that you tell yourself you're not able to do. And that's why, even if nobody's listening to this video and not one person even clicks on the video, you know what? I'm still going to record another video, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's 2 weeks from now. So it's definitely not going to be 2 weeks from now. I want to be more consistent than that. But the point is that I'm going to pick up this camera at least another 50, minimum 50 times more this year. We'll say 100 actually. More than at least 100 times this year. I'm going to pick up this camera. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to set it up on my little tripod thing. And I'm going to keep recording and I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to improve on how I speak. And regardless of how many people are listening, I'm going to keep doing this. And if I can help at least 3 people, 2 people, 1 person to do something that they weren't thinking about doing, change the trajectory of somebody else's life, even in a pretty insignificant manner, you know, that's me making a difference, you know. I like to help people, and, you know, self-improvement is good for everyone. You know, you just gotta keep striving towards those goals, because these are the things that ultimately give you fulfillment in life. And I want to keep pushing forward and become the best version of myself. And yeah, let's see what happens for the new year. It's 2025, so we've got to be positive, and I guess we'll see what happens for the new year.